shaving, Zyklon B, and wormwood. I was reading through Isaiah 3 today and how he is going to punish those who live in Judea. And one of the issues there is the women. He's basically going to remove the jewelry, and some parts of the jewelry are not spoken of well. He's going to take off their fine raiment and leave them in sackcloth, and then that he's going to make them bald. I doubt it's going to be one of those situations where their hair naturally falls out. I would assume without question that they're going to be shaved. And from that I thought of the Nazi death camps for our brothers Judah and what they did, and sisters Judah, what they did to them. And I did a little research on that. 7 tons of hair that they removed, that they actually made up into blankets, and used those blankets for the YouTube cruise, or U-boat cruise. And the company that made them is currently clamoring in Germany for bankruptcy protection. The company that made them was actually taken from the Jewish ownership and taken by some Jews, and they've obviously not given it back. I'm quite certain there's almost nobody left surviving from that Jewish family, but they're clamoring for money from the Jewish government because of mismanagement, and it cost them nothing to steal it from the Jews and to torture the Jews with it. So obviously I'm very much hoping that that company is bankrupt. Then I started looking into Zyklon B, which is the gas they used in their gas chambers to kill so many of our brothers and sisters and the children. And it's basically a cyanide gas. And I wondered what would be the smell of it. And it smells like bitter almonds to those who can smell it. And I'm quite certain our Creator was able to smell that. And I had always believed before that when I read about wormwood, it would be a type S asteroid, which is a very common asteroid because it has the magnesium, and that would turn water bitter. But now I'm starting to think, since he is that righteous judge, would he have cyanide in a meteor strike? And that would also be bitter. And I looked it up, and cyanide is prevalent in meteorites. So an asteroid blast, wormwood is one that blasts up in the air, so it fills the sky and the atmosphere with cyanide. And again, when it hits 1/3 of the rivers, to me that's saying something around Europe, because that's where the majority of the rivers are. There aren't that many rivers in Africa. The Amazon covers most of South America. Obviously there are a number of them in Asia, but not tremendously. But there are a number of rivers. But Europe and Western Asia have the predominant number of rivers. This would fit if it were to strike that area. And again, whatever it is and wherever it strikes, it will fit the narrative. He's told us what it will be. He knows what he's going to do. He knows how it will affect things. So he's got his narrative right. That doesn't mean I do. It's just he does. But I think if it were going to be striking, if it were going to hit Germany, Poland area, that would be a righteous judgment. And so I wouldn't doubt it. I'll just put it like that. I wouldn't doubt it.